What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys. Here today I'm going to show you how to beat the house rules, hopefully very quickly, so that way you can go ahead and get your rewards, get those free agency packs. So it's 12 points for 20-yard offensive touchdowns, and then it's +3 on interceptions or fumbles. So we're going to get ahead and try to load up here, see if we can get in a game, and try to show you how it works and how to get easy wins, hopefully. You know, these games, people don't really stay in the whole time. It's whoever's going to be a lot better is probably just going to, the other person's going to quit pretty early. If you play against somebody that is about your skill level, definitely just try to win the full game. Don't think you're going to win it in one quarter. I think that's a lot of the problems that people go with, is they think they're just going to win the game in one quarter only, and then when it comes time, they can't actually clutch up because they've been trying to throw deep balls the whole time, instead of just thinking it is a full game. So if I just play to my strength, I will actually end up, you know, winning this game. Because a lot of people don't want to be in here and they'll make those mistakes, but let them do that. You don't make those mistakes, you let them make the mistakes, and then it'll be a lot easier on you in the long run. If you play it as a full game, as if you have nothing but time, it will be tons of time easier and just make your whole life easier. So that being said, hopefully we load in here. Hopefully we get a good matchup, because sometimes you just get matched up with people that, you know, they're just running cheese blitzes. You don't know how to beat them. It is what it is. Just leave. Don't waste your time, because honestly, you know, that's the good thing about this, is you need 25 wins. You can get them against whoever you want. So right here, he's got Eric Dickerson powered up. He's got Brian Urlacher and then Patrick Willis. We can see I got my Steelers obviously chemmed up. The thing about theme teams like Steelers is your top players look good, but of course your lower overall players aren't going to be as good as some other people's teams. So we are going to start on offense, which is not somewhere I want to start, to be completely honest. I'd rather start in defense if I can. So he's got Patrick Willis and Brian Urlacher both with Enforcer, and then he's got it on Minka as well. So he's cheesing. Once again, he's trying to get to that outside and just cheese on that. And we are just going to try to dot it up on the sideline. And I think we are actually going to be able to get there. So he is just going to try to cheese it, which is really annoying. I hate when people are doing that, because it's not a real play. It doesn't actually happen in real life. But that being said, you got to kind of live with it and try to beat it how you can. So if he's going to use that cover 2 safety, we can definitely try to go around it. We could also run the ball. Unfortunately, we don't have inside zone, I don't believe, out of this formation. So right here, he's probably in cover 3, I'm guessing. So we're just going to run the peak, but we're just going to run it. And unfortunately, the Steelers run game, the Steelers, they're a great team, but their defense is the best part, not necessarily their offense. So that's a little bit of the issue. So that was actually cover 1. So he based a line, but he was playing cover 1. So that's very interesting. If he's off coverage like that again, I'll probably just throw the out route outside. I'll audible and then throw out route. That's usually what I do. What I'll usually do is motion the second guy across. So right here, looks like I could probably throw out route, right? So what I'll do is I will motion Juju Smith-Schuster in motion to make him think that I'm not throwing over there. And even if I don't throw over there, I still want him thinking I am. And then see, you can see them back off coverage. And then boom, just like that, you're going to get the 5 yards, 6 yards, whatever it is. And put yourself in a third and manageable. So right there, he was in a normal Tampa too, but he was making it seem like he was doing all this crazy stuff. That's totally fine. But I'm just going to go ahead and run normal stuff. So I'm actually going to put him, since we know it's Tampa 2, I'm going to put Randall on a streak. And then I'm also going to put him on a curl. And the reason is we're hoping to keep that safety inside just a tad. And it looks like the safety is going to get outside. So if the safety, it looks like he might have manned him up over there because they ran with him. So what I'm thinking is attack that zone. So we're going to go back to this dig wise corner. So what I'm thinking is if he runs out of there, we know that he's running Tampa 2 still. We're going to have Vance McDonald on this out route right here. And then we know, where's his safety at? I don't even know where he put his safety, if he brought him in the box or what's the case. So looks like we could have possibly had that right there. And I really hate that I pushed Cordell up the field and he just stands there right behind him. That was a first down, but unfortunately Cordell didn't decide he wanted to move. Even though I right sticked him up. So sometimes you're going to get caught in some very peculiar situations, but I didn't want to take a pick because if you throw a pick, they get 3 points. In this situation, it's not that big of a deal. I could still come back from it pretty easily. So we want to check speed differentials first. We want to base align and then show blitz. And then we're basically going to do the same thing that he did to a certain extent because we know that our speed is very good as well. So that's the great thing about if you have a really boosted defense like myself, is that you could also run the cheese against them. It's not preferable. It's not like my way I would like to play, but we're trying to win games. So I'm also going to run the Tampa 2. And then we are going to come in the box right here, but we know we can still get deep on them because he's got -1 speed. Our corners are actually faster. And boom, just like that, Mean Joe's able to get back there. So we could see, you just got to do, honestly, a lot of times if people aren't good at something, they'll run it defensively. And then that's how you know that, you can beat them, is because they're not going to be good at it. Same way, it's the same basically way that I'm playing, which is like, hey, I'm probably not that good at this, so let me just blitz them or whatever the case is. And just like that, he's going to be in a 4th and long, so he's best off just by running it, but he's probably not going to. And that's the great thing about it. So he's in gun split Panther, so we're going to play cover 3 and play off coverage. And I'm going to play as this guy. And that's totally fine. You could honestly have that because we're still getting the ball back. So right here, we know this is definitely a winnable game. We've been able to show that we can stop his plays, and we basically know what he's running. It's just about, are we actually going to be able to run? So I'm going to put him on a curl right here because we know Deontay Johnson is going on that in route. And we're either hoping for something like that or that the safety would come down and we'd be able to go over top. But if we're not able to go over top, it's totally fine. We'll take those yardage. We're going to come out in Trey. We're going to hope to run it. I might let this actually go into the second quarter. We know exactly what they're running, and it's super frustrating in the sense that, if it's this coverage, you should be able to go over top a lot. So we're going to come out in that same formation. I just wanted to kind of get a look on what he's doing. So we know he runs Tampa 2 pretty much every time. So what we're trying to figure out is how to attack it. So the thing is, we could try to hit R1 right here, which is what we're going to do, because we knew he was going to bail out of there. They try to press. So that was actually cover 0 as well. So that's what they try to do, is switch it up, make it look like the same coverage every time, but they do try to switch it up because, of course, if you keep the same coverage, it is going to be easier to beat. So right here, Cordell Stewart's actually going to get up the field and get that block, and we're going to go get the, nice, we're actually going to go ahead and get that touchdown just like that. That should be 12 points for that touchdown, correct? Yep, so that was more than 20 yards. We get that 12, and we're going to turn it to 13, get that accurate kick, and boom, just like that, we're up. So what we're going to do now is we got to get one more stop, at least. One more stop, and if we get another 12-point touchdown, they'll probably just leave. Even might leave after the stop. It really depends on the person you're playing, but no one wants to play full games. Everyone wants to get out of here quick, so that's what I'm going to attempt to do. Hopefully this guy... A lot of times too, when they get down, they panic, they stop playing their game plan. They don't, because they, like I said, they don't want to play the full game. So he's not going to sit here and say, well, we got all the time in the world, we still have a full game to play, or whatever the case is. He's actually just going to go ahead and try to, he's going to try to run it, and that's okay. Like I said, he's sticking to his game plan, it looks like, which is totally fine, because if we're going to stop that run, we're totally fine. So right here, he's going to come out in I form again. And sometimes, depending if I think he'll pass it, I'll switch out my linebackers just because Steelers are so deep in the linebacker position. I have like Mike Jones and players that are better run stoppers, and I have players that are better against pass coverage. But if I don't know what he's going to do, I'll just stick to my normal defense. They're honestly still just as fast, so it's really no big deal either way. Right here, he's in 3rd and 2. He's going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Like I said, if he doesn't score this half, he's probably going to want to leave. If I get a stop and score again, he's almost for sure going to leave. Unless he's just one of those players that wants to play the full game, but, you know, most people aren't. Oh, he's going to go single back, and he's got everyone in there. That's basically goal line from what I understand, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and come down. Spread those guys out. We know he's probably going to cut it back, something like that. That's okay. If he wants to run that, honestly, he's going to run out of time. That's the thing about it. You know, a run offense is it's good, but you still got to be able to pass when it comes time. He knows he's probably not going to be able to pass on me just because of the way my defense is. So the question is, do I want to go with Steven Nelson or Devin Bush? And I'm going to go with Devin Bush. And what I mean by that is staying in nickel. I think it's better because if he does run it like that, he's got Chris Johnson, but that's totally fine because Shazier's got 99 speed, so we're running over there and chasing that down. And like I said, we could stay in the same defense if he hurries up. That's the good thing about it as well. We're going to try to stay over top. We know he's going to switch up his play or whatever the case is. And he's going to read option that. He did not know that was a read option, so he messed himself up, or he at least meant to hand it off at the bare minimum. So that's totally fine. Now he's going to play action. We know it's play action shot, so we're looking for that. And Calvin's going to come down with a pretty good catch right there. I got to give it to him. You know, we knew exactly the play was. Out of that doubles, the play action, the two wheels, and then you have an in route, and then you have the other route, which I was ready for all of it. Just didn't work out in my favor on that one. So we're looking for possibly a corner route, and Devin Bush is going to lay the boom right there. Make it known that he's not going anywhere. I think I'm going to play a cover 3 cloud. It depends on what formation he comes out in. So he's going to come on that gun ace again. So I'm going to go ahead and cover 3 cloud to the ace side. He possibly could read option, something like that, but I don't really think he will. I'm going to actually spy just because I think he might try to take off a 10 hill. And that's totally fine if he wants to do that. If he does run that again and I come out in another cloud, all I'm going to do is when he does that is I'm going to switch the cloud to that side so that way he plays the flats on the wide side like that, and then we'll be perfectly fine. So I'm thinking 3-3-5 is what I'm going to play. I'm actually going to come out and cover 2 right now. So we got TJ on the backside. I kind of want to blitz him, but we're just going to leave him for the time being. We don't want to give up any big plays trying to do anything special. And I'm just going to use or lurk that, make it look open. And I don't think I'm going to score, but I shall try. Nope, doesn't look like we're going to. And this hopefully should be a quit. Let's see if he quits. I'm going to pause it real quick. And I'm just going to resume it, but I'm basically testing to see if he wants to quit or not. He doesn't yet. Some people, out of spite, they don't want to quit right away, which I totally get and respect. Just as a competitor, sometimes you don't want to quit. So we know exactly what he's doing, like we said. So we want to put Juju on an in route. We know he's going to try to get out there. That's totally fine. We're going to run Vance right there. And we had Juju. We just didn't have enough time to get it off, unfortunately. I probably should have blocked Vance. He blitzed all of his linebackers. So Juju came open right away. So I'm basically going to run the same thing. The only difference is I have Cordell coming out of the backfield, and then I have Juju. So if he decides to blitz everything, we're still there. And I didn't even realize, but we got open on this side. Antoine Randall is going to go ahead and get into that end zone real quick. And this should be a quit. Like I said, sometimes they just aren't going to quit. It is what it is. I mean, I'm up 28-0, so he should. If I get the ball back in the second half, which, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a quit. If I get the ball back, then all you literally need to do at that point is just chew clock. Even if you only take your 4 downs every time and give the ball up, you'll probably be fine. But that being said, that's how you do it. Let me know with any questions or comments down below. That's a pretty easy way to do it. You can kind of tell. Just read, react. Try to get them out of there quick, but don't play too aggressive. If it does help you out, drop a like on the video. It really helps me out. Subscribe, turn on that post notification bell to see more videos like this and all the types of videos I put out on my channel. And as always, I will see you next time.